The OlightStore.com Black Friday sale starts very soon at 8 p.m. Eastern Time tonight. It includes deals on everything on the website up to 50% off. Now in this video, I'm going to briefly talk about some of my favorite features here of the brand new Marauder Mini, which happens to be my favorite flashlight from the sale. I'm going to go over its new features and also talk about how it compares to the original Marauder 2. Now keep in mind that I'll mostly be showing you the black version here in this video, but we also have it in midnight blue and orange. I think the orange color is my favorite here with the black accents, but again, it comes in these three colors just to let you know. Now with that said, let's go ahead over the feature sets of the Marauder Mini, because not only does it have similar features to the Marauder 2, but it even has some additions as well. Now, since the Marauder Mini is obviously the smaller size of the Marauder 2, I wanted to start by telling you about the differences in size. So when we're mentioning the length of these two flashlights, the Marauder 2, the larger one, is 5.51 inches long. Now, if we take a look at the new Marauder Mini, it's 5.12 inches long. So you're looking at almost about a half an inch longer with the Marauder 2, which I think is pretty substantial given the fact that they have pretty similar feature sets. Now, a really big difference between these two, and you will absolutely notice it while using it, is the weight. Now this right here, the Marauder 2 has 26.5 ounces in weight. That is quite substantial. Now when we look at the Marauder Mini, it's 16.3. So the Marauder 2 is actually 10 ounces heavier than the new Marauder Mini. That right there is very substantial. Again, you're really going to notice that when you're using this. Now, even beyond the reduction of 10 ounces in weight, the actual diameter of the body of the light is even more important to me because it makes this light feel completely different when you're using it compared to the Marauder 2. Now, the body diameter of the larger Marauder 2 is 2.09 inches. The body diameter of the Marauder Mini is 1.73 inches. So very substantial reduction in the actual diameter, the part you're holding on to on the Marauder Mini, which actually is a much better experience. I think this is a lot to hold. I wear a size large glove and this is still a beast to hold in your hand. This is much more manageable here with the Marauder Mini. And the final dimension that I think is really important is the head diameter. So this is the part that's housing all of the LEDs that are making this thing so powerful. So when we take a look at the Marauder 2, this is 3.11 inches here with the head. Now with the Marauder Mini, it's 2.58 inches. So again, you're looking at around a half an inch less of the diameter of the head on the Marauder Mini compared to the Marauder 2, a very substantial reduction. So when we're taking a look at the length, the weight, the body diameter, and the head diameter, all of those dimensions have been significantly reduced on the Marauder Mini, hence why we gave it the Mini name, but that should put things into perspective on the differences on these. So as you can see, the Marauder Mini is about half the size of the Marauder 2. The Marauder Mini is not a pocket light. It's not going to be your EDC, so just keep that in mind, but it is significantly smaller. So if you put this in your car or a backpack, even leaving this on a shelf in your home, it's going to be significantly smaller than the Marauder 2. Next thing I want to mention is that the Marauder Mini does have several key features that are actually a little bit better than the Marauder 2, even even though the Marauder 2 does have double the lumens of the Marauder Mini. So my biggest thing that I want to mention is if you're looking at the Marauder 2 and you like the 14,000 lumens, well, continue to buy the Marauder 2. The Marauder Mini is not a replacement of the Marauder 2. This isn't the Marauder 3. This is simply just a smaller version with a new feature set. So I just wanted to let you guys know that so you don't get confused about the reason for this product. So right here we have the Marauder Mini. First thing I want to show you that's different is that it does have our magnetic charging. So it doesn't have this aperture style USB Type-C. So you can see here, it's not like that whatsoever. It's simply just our magnetic charging. So the reason why is because this actually has finally a removable battery. Now the battery on this is very interesting. It's a 32650 with 6500 milliamps. It's cool to see that such a powerful flashlight is only running off of one cell. Just keep in mind that this is definitely a specialized battery, but we will be able to offer these on the website if you want to purchase more of them. Really good thing about this is that now the Marauder Mini has a removable battery. A lot of people didn't like that you couldn't remove the Marauder 2 battery. So if anything happens to the battery in your Marauder Mini, well, you simply just get a new one and swap it out and your flashlight is perfectly fine yet again. What's really cool about the head of this light is, yes, it probably at face value looks similar to the Marauder 2, but it actually is a lot different. So right here, we still have 9 LEDs going around the center converging lens there in the middle, but also you can notice that this top LED number 9 right here is actually RGB. It doesn't look like the rest of them. So what's amazing about this light is something that the Marauder 2 didn't have whatsoever, is that now you have a red, green, and blue light from your Marauder Mini. Also, of course, it does have the incredible throw coming out of the center, and another modification to this light is now the throw beam is not square, it's actually round. We had a lot of people ask, hey, could I get a round beam for the throw? And now we're giving that to you as well. So if I'm going to quickly tell you the differences between the Marauder Mini and the Marauder 2, not to go into it too extensively, you've got the removable battery, the magnetic charging, you also have RGB, you still have your flood setting, but you also now have a round throw. Now let's go ahead and turn it on. Now, as you guys know from the Marauder 2, you basically just rotate up and up and up in order to get to the highest white light setting, but with the Marauder Mini, you can hold it down and then that'll get you to your RGB. Cool thing about the RGB too is that there's several different lumen level settings with each RGB color. So it's not just defined, like you can literally go up and down and output in each color as well, like you're saying. I'll go ahead and hold it down again. Now we're on green. So I'll go ahead, rotate down, rotate up, and there you go. We'll go ahead to the blue, and again, I can change the output of that as well, and then I can hold it down again, get back to that white light. Of course, you can just flip back and forth between flood and throw, just like the Marauder 2, but as you can see here, the throw beam, which obviously I can't really show you the performance, shining it at a table, that's about 6 inches away, but you can see here that it is a circular beam instead of the square like on the Marauder 2. So really fantastic light, guys. Now that you actually know the differences and what this thing does, I think it sells itself. Now, of course, I wanted to show you guys the output on the new Marauder Mini. You can see here we are on the floody setting and we're just kind of ramping up through the output, but you can just see just how nice the beam looks. I mean, as a floody light, it's really doing its job, right? You want this big, wide open looking light that allows you to see anything in your area, even if it's pitch black, and this is absolutely doing that. So if you're worried about the output, you know, with it being a little bit lower lumens than the Marauder 2, I wouldn't worry about that. I mean, the 7,000 lumens is going to light up really anything that you're trying to see. Now here we're taking a look at the throw setting. Of course, it looks a lot different than the Marauder 2 because it is a round beam versus the square. We heard your guys' feedback and we wanted to offer more of a traditional style thrower beam, and I think we really achieved that. You can see just looking at this beam, we got this nice, beautiful, kind of cool white looking beam. It's a perfectly round hot spot, and it looks the way it should look, right? I mean, it looks like a dedicated thrower flashlight, even though it does have that 7,000 lumen flood setting, and of course it also has the RGB. So I'm very, very impressed by the output of this light, the beam profiles, what they look like. It's just absolutely awesome. I really appreciate you guys checking out this overview on the Marauder Mini and how it compares to the Marauder 2. As you can see, the feature set of these is absolutely amazing. It's pretty much everything that you could want in a flashlight in one flashlight. Really great to see that you don't have to switch between a flood or a throw flashlight, even an RGB light. It's all in here in the same light. It still has 7,000 lumens, guys. Truly remarkable performance coming out of this product, and the run times are no slouch with that big beefy battery, which again is removable. If you want to pick these up, guys, again, got them in these 3 colors here. We have them at a massive discount during our Black Friday sale, which starts here probably in a few minutes from now at 8 p.m. Eastern time. And again, it runs all the way until midnight Eastern time on Cyber Monday next week. And again, all of this is while supplies last. And if you're familiar with our bigger sales, you'll know that we sell out of things very, very quickly. So if you want to pick up these very popular Marauder Minis so far, definitely hit the link in the description of this video. We're absolutely pumped about this year's Black Friday sale. We've received so much incredible feedback on our social media showing you all of these products. We're glad that you guys are loving them. We hope that you get everything you want at olightstore.com starting tonight, and we'll see you guys on the next video.